So I get blamed.
To wearing out the brake pads and the brakes too much. You can see that in your gas consumption compared to me.
Yes, because you don't drive at all.
Can you go get some brake pads?
Some brake pads.
Out of storage, I always hold a sufficient amount of brake pads for Vera.
These are for the rear. Oh, it says Discovery front.
I want to put the brakes together tonight. I want to do something easy, something relaxing, without any trouble. Something where I put a couple of bolts in as if it would be an American car and I can have a happy smile in my face. That's the goal.
I can't believe you actually compared it to an American car, not a Toyota.
I'm comparing it to an American car because everything is simpler on an American
Yeah, that's true.
So I start here with putting the original guide pins back in, which might be 17 years old, and they have absolutely zero wear. Land Rovers are not made from cheap components. They just sometimes designed a little weird.
It was my idea to use Robin's old forge cart as a tool cradle.
You remember this little spray can? What you've been bugging me about, what it actually is?
Oh yes, I get it. I'm working on cars for 30 years and never needed one of those.
I saw it at Motorenzimmer.
It's a YouTube channel.
Where the guy repairs high-end Mercedes cars. What this is, you're gonna be amazed. I haven't used this before, so I'm gonna have to...
So it could end in a disaster.
See, it comes out with a paste like this.
Oh, please don't. My God.
And it has a little brush, and now watch it. It is made for brake disc hubs, approved by Mercedes. I told you guys before, what's approved by Mercedes is 10 times good enough for a Land Rover. Remember, some viewers always said that copper grease can cause material corrosion because you pair certain metals which are not supposed to be paired?
Yeah, so I better not get those comments by the desktop mechanics now.
Yeah, Pierre at Motorenzimmer dropped his on the ground and the bottle was broken. So,
oh, really?
Yes. So,
oh, I won't touch it then.
Yeah. Don't film the brand.
Yeah.
Because in Germany we can actually get in trouble because some people will say we're doing illegal commercials and we don't. So this is the first piece which goes on until I realize that I'm doing something wrong and I take it back apart.
Yes, he does that always off camera then.
We're actually gonna use that for the fastener here.
And now it's as good as copper grease for that use now?
I don't know. I just use it. The desktop mechanics will let us know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works. Mounting the ABS sensor.
Yes.
Are you done pinging? Also used, not new. Click, click. We're gonna mount now that huge bracket where I have to make sure that I don't have any paint on that surface where it mounts. Let's just say there is no paint.
Yes.
Okay. No lubrication whatsoever, but the bolts are clean.
Yes. And you need a 12-point socket.
And normally you have an assistant who tells you the torque.
My smart book. The caliber bracket mounting bolts for the front is 275 Newton meters.
275. 12-point socket.
Oh, gotta go in front.
Front mounting bracket, rear mounting bracket, and the conrod bolts are the only 12-point bolts I know in the Land Rover.
Yes, but the conrod bolt is not that size. And you won't need it for a trail repair.
If you do that on a trail, then good luck. I'm gonna put the brake pads in. All this stuff fits extremely well.
Yes, we have done many videos on those, apparently because I use up too many brakes.
You know, the Italians know how to make brakes and pizza.
Yes.
You make sure they slide in and out easy, okay? So they're not getting stuck. This is important.
Yeah. Do we not put any grease on?
No, I'm not feeling like it. So, see, this one is a little bit stuck.
Yeah.
Right there, because there is a burr. The Italians know how to make brakes and pizza, but not how to remove a burr. Look.
Yeah, perfect.
Just like, 0.2 of a millimeter.
Yeah.
Copper paste.
Don't we want to use a new brake paste now?
No, I'm gonna stick with what I know works.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm sure everybody does that. Label these with left and right, and I'm using right, so
But that's left.
that's not very good, I have to say.
An L.
An L. So let's repeat this step here quickly. All we gotta do is stick it on here, which is so nice and clean and easy
Almost as easy as on a Toyota.
on an American car.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Toyota is not the level of comparison here for something that easy.
Yeah. Okay, so
gotta
we are
go
done
like-
with Toyota.
Like on a Dodge Challenger.
Oh,
I mean, it has not even an overhead camshaft.
it doesn't. Oh, it has one
No,
in the middle,
it has one-
down in the
it
V.
has one- and it has push rods, like Lucas's tractor. What is that, 28 Newton meters?
I don't know. The caliber guide pin bolts get torqued to 35 Newton meters.
Ooh.
You can't use that one, it only goes to 30.
Ah, that is so precise.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, I'm not torquing them right, and this is why you wear them down.
yes.
Now we gotta install the brake line.
Oh my god. Oh, the caliber does look like from a 60-year-old car.
It's absolutely robust looking, like
Yes.
on an American car.
Yeah.
The old brake lines did not have any cracking, even if bent real hard, but the corrosion in this area was bad, and it was bad on these clips. I think it's about time to replace them.
And we had them already for a year lying around.
I'm having no help whatsoever. Good. I should have ran a tap in. Click, click.
Oh, that is a... I completely forgot it. It starts with a B.
A banjo bolt.
A banjo bolt, yes. Cool.
Using a new banjo bolt here.
Oh, you bought that one?
It came with the brake hose.
Ah.
And Land Rover calls it a brake hose union. And they give it 28 Newton meters. So
With new copper rings.
there's it. So now we're mounting this piece all the way up in there. So it gets like click, 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 click. Yeah. If it falls off and you're gonna roll down into a ditch, you know exactly who screwed it up.
Yes.
So we got a new brake pad wear sensor. So here you can see the brake pad wear sensor is smaller, so it gotta go into this hole. What is that ant here transporting on my new shock?
I don't know.
And I better go and check this out now, how this thing needs to be routed.
Yeah, the good thing is we have more than one Discovery here as a reference.
Yeah.
Though we are using the old ones.
Because the new clips suck, they do not have the necessary provision for 2 cables. He was bugging me so much until I opened this back up, and I actually gonna put lubrication onto the brake pad mounting surfaces in this upper area, because
Yes.
she found this in the manual. But we're gonna put regular copper grease on here.
Okay.
So are you happy now?
Yes.
I forgot more about brakes than most people will ever know.
Yeah.
As long as your wife is happy,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
when she drives off a cliff, you can think, well, that wasn't my fault.
Good. I'm gonna go inside now and see if Philip wants some dinner. I hope you heard it. It clicked. It's not Christian's fault if I drive
And
off a
using
cliff.
And this side is done.
Oh, he put on the wheel spacers already. I do not want to miss those ever again.
I give you 3 reasons why the wheel spacers are unbeatable. Reason 1, it just looks so damn good.
Yes.
Reason 2, it looks big. And reason 3, it looks really damn good. People who say they don't make a difference at all, maybe they refer to the canning stock route. But trust me, on the Autobahn, you feel it big time. I need my special satisfying stuff here again.
Oh, yes. I actually want to use it.
Okay, instead of using that messy...
Don't say anything bad about copper grease. It served us well for 30 years.
Yeah, on the car and in the bedroom. Yeah. I mean for the squeaky bolts of the bed, of course. What did you guys think?
How much did it cost?
I think 12 or 16 euros. So I'm using a brass rotary brush, not steel, for aluminum. That one has a nice tight fit like it's supposed to be. The other one was loose. So it's gonna slap around at 180 on the Autobahn. Did I tell you the 3 advantages of that spacer?
We gotta torque those once we have functional brakes again.
Final step of this assembly. So we put this on right here. Ah, isn't that beautiful? We completed the front brake system. We got new brake lines, original ABS sensors, new union bolts here, new brake pads, everything cleaned up. Vera is gonna wear these down in no time anyway. The wheel spacers, we're gonna read all your comments for sure, but trust me, they are really good. And we got a sticker on, and we got both sides done. So perfect, like a brand new vehicle, right? That's where the steering wheel is, guys, okay? Don't put that steering wheel over on the other side.
Now we have a new approach. We first install the one side and then we film the other side so we get everything right the first time.
Well, typically, we do all the screw-ups and make a video of what we're doing, and then the second side is perfect and we don't film it anymore because it's already done. We're gonna make it looking even more perfect by filming the second one.
Exactly, but you might be missing out most of the fun part. So we practiced now the first side, and it was, well, we had to do it twice or 3 times.
Some of the things 4 times, okay? And we're gonna do that over there all in one clean sweep.
So we can easily mount the parking brake cable.
I don't know about easily. See right here?
So easy now, everything.
We're gonna put a lot of copper grease into this bore because this corrodes up. See, I put it all the way here to the front.
Yes.
See?
Because not every fault with the emergency parking brake has to do with the gears inside.
No, it has to do because all this stuff is getting corroded and stuck. I'm gonna put plenty of grease on this thread here. So I'm cranking this on with my siphon plier, what I usually use to free up Vera's kitchen sink. Don't use that hex head here in the back. It will break. Guess how I know? But you can see how nicely it works with the siphon plier. There it's tight.
Yeah. So cleaning up the mating surfaces.
Because I got a lot of paint on it, okay? If this is just a replacement part, you don't need to do that.
Yeah. So now we have to clean up and grease a bunch of junk.
The most important thing on this brake shoe is that I'm loosening this bolt here and it takes out this little wedge. Then I clean up this little wedge and the mating surface where it goes here. And then I put on some copper grease on the back side of this wedge right here, like this. And then I put the wedge back in against that spring and move it up all the way, hold it there and tighten up this little bolt. That traps this wedge all the way in the raised position like this, and that's how I can install this brake shoe. Now I got to clean up the second brake shoe, making sure that this is moving freely here.
Yep.
And I put some copper grease here in this edge, like that. So this is good enough.
Ah, you removed the R.
Now what I got to do now is install this shoe onto this cable here.
True.
So I put some copper grease here on the spring here in the back side, like this. Okay. Put the spring over the cable, like this. All I got to do is push this through and put the spring over it. So the spring latches in this little notch there. There you can see the spring is in this little notch.
Yep.
I got to prepare this wedge for installation. The way I do that,
One of the reasons we had to take apart the other side once because we forgot to install.
that's absolutely not true. I put a tie wrap around it right here. We still have the tie wrap in on the other side.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Maybe we should do that right now.
What's important here is that the tie wrap frees up this entire notch. Cut it off. So the way you want this on is round side here, tie wrap thing up. Gotta grease these corners here a little bit. like this. When I want to install this wedge now, I got to do it together with the spring. Now I'm going to make that look really easy. Put the spring in here, in this tiny little hole there. So I got to put this piece in, like this. Before I put the shoes in place, I got to put some copper grease here on these friction surfaces.
And the mating surfaces. And one up here.
There.
Okay.
So, now after greasing all this, I'm gonna put the shoe with the cable attached to it in place. Using this pin.
The long Knipex is the one that has to do.
Clip in place, I insert this wedge with the roundness matching the hub. Put it on the spring again. And now I gotta wedge it over it. And it's in. I gotta bring these into the correct position now. There we go. Now we gotta install the second pin. See here, all you gotta do is use your camera, lady. There we go. Okay, now I gotta put them as good as possible in place, like this. And you can see the distance is now actually correct.
Yep. You clean it first and copper grease it, of course.
There. See, this one is on the top, so it gotta go on like this. You can actually put them on wrong. So this goes this way and this way. Putting this spring in. Wedge it over here. And in.
Perfect.
Now I gotta remove the tie wrap. The tie wrap is stuck. Oh, okay, it fell out. Everybody can see it down here.
Yeah.
I can do that off camera.
Though that was not a 2-minute job, that sanding. He took really good care of it.
I'm gonna align these to be in a nice, even position around the hub here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the adjustment will be done once the body is on and the cables are actually hooked up.
There we go. We're gonna use our special stuff here again. What everybody's gonna ask, where did you get that from? We don't do product placement. So what's good for a Mercedes can't be bad for a Land Rover, right? And I think a Toyota would go like, what the hell are they doing now? I don't need this. Clean the disc brake. Get it on here. There. Clean the thread. Copper grease on this little bolt. And good enough.
The disc brakes on both sides on. And now we'll mount the first caliper off camera, right?
Yeah, because we're so smart.
On the left side is perfectly installed. Everything went smooth, and now we'll move on and show you step by step how we did it. Come the wheel spacers. I haven't needed a new wheel bearing in over 1 year.
Okay, that's not eating wheel bearings.
No, that's not eating wheel bearings. A beautiful 17-year-old ABS sensor get mounted.
In a Toyota, it would have a quarter of the lifetime behind it.
It's a little bit torn, but it's OEM, so it's still better than cheap aftermarket shit like.
This goes
Oh.
here. This goes here. And this now goes here into the large one.
We'll mount new guide pin rubber boots.
Because
Perfect.
the old ones are kind of like twisted and stuff.
Yeah. So cleaning the guides.
And the guide pins actually get regular grease.
Oh,
There we go.
beautiful. Lots of grease.
Of course, I'm gonna clean this off now.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna mount the caliper bracket.
And they get torqued to 115 Newton meters. I didn't realize that I only have one piston in the rear caliper.
That old fluid out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna seat these old, previously used shoes because they were put on in the wintertime. I think we put them on.
This year. So they are not even 6 months old and I don't break that much. Yes.
So we put on some copper grease here and some copper grease here.
Yeah, on the mating surfaces.
The used bolts. So this goes back together like this. If you have a Toyota, all you need is like a crescent wrench.
Yeah.
We torque these
to 35 Newton meters. Okay.
Installed.
Brand new wear sensor.
There. And I gotta stick it in here.
Oh.
Click. Run the cable here in these pre-made notches.
It's too short.
Your TRW doesn't fit.
What the You made a mistake.
Stupid idiots. No, look, it's mounted wrong. Look, it's by an inch.
Oh, no.
So, these idiots. Okay.
And we can't move that?
No, we'll put a tie wrap on. See.
That is like stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, look.
Yeah. Well, now I'm stressed. They make my steering rack more TRW stuff. It's not gonna fit perfectly. We are installing new brake lines in the rear.
There are 2 brake lines in the rear on either side. They come with a new banjo bolt and washers. And keep your shipping plugs.
Yes.
If you want it any easier, you should have gotten a Toyota. Beautiful.
Okay. It didn't snap.
Snap.
Okay.
The original 16-year-old connection line. Land Rover actually sells this as a spare part and it's not expensive. The TÜV checks it right here for corrosion. Ours is like... Let's not talk about it.
Oh.
It's okay. And you know our policy. If it's easy to replace later on, we do not really change it prematurely.
Okay.
Snap. You happy now?
Yes. One always needs those special wrenches. So the banjo bolt gets torqued to 28 Newton meters again.
Okay, we got the rear brakes done. We're gonna have to do the adjustment of the parking brake later. We got a new wear sensor contact, new brake lines, top and bottom. Everything is all set to go. We just don't want to forget tightening all that stuff down the road. So this side is also done. We're pretty much completed with the chassis now. What's left over to do is install the transmission, which we have to fix a leak, and drive shafts and muffler.
And there brake lines going from the back to the front?
They are on the body, so we have to fix them when we...
That was a stupid idea. Oh yeah. Let me show you here. Really badly corroded.
Yeah, we're gonna have to replace the brake lines.
Let's put the wheels on and move that frame out of the way.
No, the transmission needs to go in and the muffler and the drive shaft, just like I said. You're not listening to me. Yeah, there are 45,000 people listening to me and you not. You're not gonna fall off this wall now?
It wouldn't be the first time, actually. So I went on a big trip to visit Robin in Dingelsbühl on a blacksmith meetup. So we are actually here in Dingelsbühl because of Robin. Robin is here with all other blacksmith apprentices in Germany for a week-long workshop type meeting. And on the way home, I actually had, for the first time ever, with my newly fixed Discovery 4, a reduced performance fault. It went into limp mode on the Autobahn.
Some dumbass assembled it all wrong, looks like. Wonder who that was.
But you did the smoke test and it was not the cracked intake manifold, right?
No, it was definitely here in the front.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Saw it. Pull this off. The smoke you see is from my smoke tester, okay? I thought I did this already, but I have to remove this gusset here a little bit, and then the car is ready to go again, and I'm all embarrassed that I did not fix this very well-known Land Rover problem. See, the gusset is completely removed here.
Yeah.
Good, we'll try it now.
Is it called a gusset?
Well, a little bracer like this is called a gusset.
Oh, okay, learn something new.
It does look like it's fitting better now. Let's mount the clip. Get it in all the way. Now it's fitting. See how close it is even without that gusset?
Yeah, so move it again.
So it's,
yeah.
and it was sitting on that gusset and now it's snapped in. I always use the intake pressure sensor to inject my smoke from my baby smoke generator. That worked. If you guys want to know how that smoke generator works, there is a video about this.
Wife is happy again. And look what I found in Dinkelsbühl. The 75-year Land Rover edition of Automotor Sport. I had to buy it, of course.